And I think we are live. Hello everyone. Hello guys. If you're joining us, this is the week live number 18. We'll be discussing all the weekly updates from this week. So give me just a few minutes so I can share the link to everyone. There I go. Here. For Twitter and for YouTube, of course, because we're live on both Twitter and YouTube, but you already know that, I guess, because it's not the first time we're doing this. All right. Hello guys. Who is here? Oh, we have Louis King, Brain Tease, Matthews. Thanks for joining, guys. So as for every week, we'll be together for like I don't know, 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. The goal is to give you all the weekly updates. We actually have some great news for this week. I'm sorry about my voice. Maybe it's not perfectly. Yep. All right. Perfect. Yeah, let me know if you hear me well, guys, of course. Thanks for joining, guys. It's been crazy this week. It's been crazy this week, and it's not even finished yet because we're only on Thursday. So we have updates about the game. Hello, Kuhan. Thanks for joining, man. By the way, guys, let me know where you're based right now. Because I think we have like people from basically all around the world, which is super nice. So yeah, this week we'll have updates from the game, of course. We're working on a detailed roadmap for the coming weeks and months. We had lots of questions on Discord, and we obviously need to answer all of them because transparency is like the key of everything we're doing, and it has always been since the beginning. So we want to keep it that way. So we're working on a detailed roadmap for the coming weeks. You'll know everything we're working on, all the key milestones that will be crossing over like November, December, and the beginning of 2025, of course. It's going to be intense in the coming months because we're going to be releasing all the levels in the game and introducing the token as well, having monetization and the hard launch. So lots and lots of news and let's say big updates we've been working on for a long time now will be coming in very soon, actually. So for the game, we have great news about the updates from last week. So basically, we improved a lot the first 120 levels, but this you already know. The great news is that what we were targeting is basically the retention, sorry, of players on the first levels. So the first days, the goal is to have players keeping staying on the game and keep playing the game for the first few days because this is key to having them long term. And this is where we're having the best basically data improvement on data. So that's really key for what's to come after. Next week we'll be releasing a new update of the game, so it should be new levels coming this time. I know you've been expecting this for a long time now, so finally it will be here. Should be I think at the beginning of next week, but I will of course update you guys on the Discord as soon as it's released. But yeah, it will be coming with new levels, but also new elements and new scenes in the game. So that's a big update, and we're increasing the pace of new levels production and release. The goal is to have as many levels as possible by the end of the year, of course. And this will be part of the numbers we'll be sharing, like the objective of number release, of the number of levels in the game by the end of the year will be part of the new roadmap. We'll be sharing next week, early next week, I guess. Hi, the new weekly time for weekly optimal. Nobody really has time in Europe at this time. Sorry to suggest for this change. We indeed changed the time for the weekly update. We try to because we have obviously big audience from France, but also people from kind of all around the world. So we try to have the most convenient time for everyone, because there's like European time, but also people from different countries in Europe, but also in the US and other countries. I know we have people from Canada actually, which is really nice. Welcome everyone if you're from Canada. So yeah, the goal is to, let's say, have the most convenient time for everybody to join. Of course, we'll see if we can, if the community, if most of the community wants it, we'll see if we can change it for everyone's convenience, of course. Um, and so yeah, new levels on the game are coming, and basically, not only these data shows that it's improving a lot on the first levels, which is key to what we're trying to build. But also, this helps us have a precise idea of what we have to build for the next level. So it's like really really key data, and really like a gold mine of data actually. Because if we have the right retention, sorry, for these levels, and we know how to build the next one, then it's basically like we can build all the levels the right way very early on. So that's really the key. And once we have this, we'll obviously have the hard launch, which is basically having everyone knowing about the game and onboarding the game. This will all be detailed in the roadmap we'll be releasing next week. So I think we'll first have it released on the Discord. So guys, if you're not here on the Discord, join. I will give you the link right here, but I guess everybody is already joined on the Discord. All right. And so yeah, the roadmap, we've got some big updates because I know some people in the community were not very clear on what we were doing and where we were going. Our goal is to be as transparent as possible. So this is key for us. We want you guys to know exactly what's happening behind the scenes, and that's why we have the weekly lives, of course. Um, and so yeah, new roadmap coming, and of course updates about GMLC because it has been pumping this week, which is great news. I think it went from like 8 cents to now 13 cents, so it's actually a big update, big growth. Um, Basically, I guess this is because mostly the new game update was such a good update and showed good results. So that's key to like, if early on we can have like good data, and this data shows that it's improving on the token, it will be like really really good for what's coming in the next weeks and months. So yeah, we are definitely on the right path. And I know the game team has been uh, more deeply analyzing the data. We had demands on the Discord for more transparency on the data, which we want to, of course, give you guys. But it's basically, so what we're doing right now is we're keeping a very small amount of people on the new game because we want to improve it as much as possible. So because we're not communicating about it yet, it would be not necessarily very relevant to give you the precise number of players in the game, um, because we're not communicating about it yet. So it doesn't really make sense. But as soon as we communicate more about it, which is coming soon, um, we will of course share with you all the data as we did from the beginning. Um, we're trying to keep it as transparent as possible. So yeah, basically the key idea here to remember is that retention from day one is greatly improving compared to the first version, and we have some great feedback from people. So that's really encouraging. That proves that we're on the right path. As soon as we have the game, as we need it, like basically more levels and improving data, which is the case actually already currently. And then we will massively communicate about it. And that's part of the plan for the coming months, of course. And so yeah, guys, updates about the game, updates about the token and its utility, because I guess the key thing to remind here is to keep in mind here is that the token has been greatly reacting to the new game updates and its data, which is good. And we did not even start communicating about it yet. So what happens when we actually have like 450 or 500 levels and we integrate token in game and we communicate a lot about it? I mean, the potential is just like crazy here. We've been working on it for a long time now, and it's finally all coming together. And you guys have been very patient, so thank you for that, and will be rewarded very soon, believe me. Um, Maybe we can also, for just thinking out loud here, but maybe if you guys are interested, we could try to have some other members from the team on the weekly lives, maybe like developers or other members who could give you like key things, key data, and basically really internally how it works and what everyone is doing to increase communication about the game. You have a milestone as to number of levels released before you get the KOLs to talk about the game things. So basically, when do we expect to increase communication about the game? It will be um, it will be detailed in the roadmap. That's one of the key things we want to talk about in the roadmap. It depends mainly on the retention. As we explained from the beginning, the key thing is to have great retention on the few number of people which we're testing the game on. And as soon as we have this great retention, then it makes sense to communicate about it a lot, because it means every new player on the game will stay for long. And that's really what we're looking for. So it depends on the retention, which is already very good. So we just have to keep it good like this for the coming levels by the end of the year, and then we can massively communicate. I would say um, beginning of 2025, definitely, and the more precise, let's say, date will be in the roadmap, the detailed roadmap, which will be sharing beginning of next week. So yeah, will be everything in it. And you have milestone as the number of levels released before KOS talk about the game. So basically, our goal is to have at least, I would say, 400 levels when the KOLs start talking about it. The goal is really to have a game which um, keeps player engaged a lot. And to have this, you have to have a great game, but also lots of levels. Because if you finish the game in one day, it doesn't really make sense to have big communication about it, you know. Um, so yeah, I would say beginning of 2025 for the communication, and we'll have by this time more than 400 levels for sure. If you guys have any other questions, of course, I'm also here for that. This is the goal of these weekly lives, so don't hesitate to let me know in the chat. And we're also trying to obviously increase our Twitter visibility. We kind of hit glass roof. Not sure how to say it in English. Sorry for that. But like a kind of a ceiling, let's say, regarding the number of views we were getting. So the goal is really to improve the number of views on the tweets. This is why we're starting to engage a lot more with relevant accounts. So this week, sorry, was a lot about um, finding the right accounts to engage with, and then engaging with them, contacting them, and having them to engage with our tweets and engage with our content, which will be a second phase. The first phase is having precise spot icons, because like at any other social media, it's a lot about engagement and showing the platform you're visible and you're like highly active on the platform. So that's basically what we're trying to do a lot more at the moment. And the goal of this is obviously to take advantage of the let's say, bull run, which is kind of starting right now, mostly on Bitcoin, of course, but I guess the whole market will follow up in the coming months. And this is where we have to be like super active on the precise time frame, so that when we have the right information, we already have like good engagement, and then can really spread. That's the real goal. So we have a few questions from Matthews. Do you have a date for MLS integration? So Matthews, this will be in the roadmap for next week. I'm sorry, I don't give you the precise date right now, but it's basically the kind of the things we are validating by the end of this week and communicating about next week. It's a question we have been asked a lot over the past weeks, and of course it's normal because it's like uh, MLC's utility increasing with in-game integration. But yeah, it will be in the next like detailed um, updated roadmap, which will be coming by the end by next week. Hopefully, should be beginning of next week. And is there anything that has positively surprised the team, and how confident is the team about converting players into token buyers on the game after integration? So to answer your first question, thanks for your questions, Kuhan. To answer the first one about the game data positively surprising the team. Um, so I would say the game is really good, which is the positive thing. Is it surprising? I would say not really surprising, because we've been working a lot. To be honest, we've been really working hard on this new game. So I don't know if it's surprising. I would say it's definitely a good thing and a positive thing, and it shows that we're definitely on the right path for the upcoming releases and having more and more levels. And how confident is the team about converting players into token buyers? So I would say that's a second part. So there are like basically two very important steps which will be having in the coming crossing in the coming months. The first one is player acquisition, which is basically having more and more players in the game. And this one, I mean, our CEO Clément is like really experienced on this part, so we're confident. We're super confident about this. And the next part is having people actually putting money in the game, like spending money in the game. And this one is about pushing monetization. What does that mean? That means that once you have players playing the game and so completing levels and sometimes needing I don't know, like coins or different elements in the game, then they can buy these elements. And pushing monetizations means basically showing people like the right things at the right time. This is key to having to converting players into token buyers, and this is why we have the team we have, which is expert in developing match 3 games, because this is key to have like, okay, I know that the player is playing like this, and then at this moment precise, we push on like a pop-up or a monetization thing to having spend money in the game. That's the key to have it, and to have um, both both monetization and token integration working and being efficient. Because token integration is one thing, of course, for the utility of the token, but then monetization, as you know, means token buyback. So that's another thing which will for sure add buying pressure and be really nice for the token. I'm not sure if it answers the question, Kuhan, but yeah, we have great positive data, which is really nice and really encouraging for what's coming next. And how is confident? We're very confident about it, because we have the team who knows how to do it. So they've done it in the past and they know how to do it again. Will they be able to deposit and withdraw MNC from the game to the crypto wallet through the app? So that's a good question. We will have a wallet integrated in the game. I cannot tell you precise mechanism yet, but basically you have to keep in mind that the goal is to have the the easiest and the most seamless possible way to use and have the token in the game. So it would not necessarily be about integrating a token, integrating wallet, like complicated wallet in the game, but more having people directly from the game buying MLC and then using MLC in the game. So to answer your question, Matthias, yes, you will be able to use the token in the game. About the precise mechanism, we will communicate about it later because we have to really have a precise idea as to how precisely it will be. Kuhan, well noted. Thanks for your answer. It will be interesting to hear more about ways of token monetization in detail in the roadmap. Yeah, sure. And that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal to have not only utility for MLC in the game, but also money in the game, which is not in MLC, having an impact on MLC. And this is where there's a crazy impact on the token, because either ways, the money you spend in the game ends up in MLC. All right, guys, it's been almost 25 minutes now. I don't know if you have any more questions. I think I gave you the most important information for this week. Game update with really positive data. that's a super good news, and especially for what's coming next, because it means we know precisely what we have to do and how we have to build the next levels. We're also improving the tree plantation system a lot, because that's key to the game. Then, of course, the roadmap, the detailed roadmap, we will have a lot of things, a lot of elements, concrete element and precise date in it. So that will be out next week. All right, guys. Thanks, Braintees. If you have no more questions, I guess we can end the live here. And yeah, see you obviously on Twitter, on Twitter in the comments and on every post. We continue to post obviously daily and maybe like several times a day actually. Awesome, thanks Aspire, all the best. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks Matthews, thanks Kuhan, thank you Braintees, and thank you Lobby King, of course. Thank you guys for all your support. It's finally coming, everything's coming together, and the coming weeks are gonna be good, like crazy good. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and see you next week. Bye.